The folks here in Florida definitely used to this. Rain in the forecast as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
They go play action with Taylor. And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It's a gain of 4 that time. And it's 1st down, New York.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it works.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw is Taylor. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A short throw there to Strange. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Hey, Lion.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bashal Turton with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. here's a Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Now he's going to step up and run. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Viking 18.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Antonio Johnson, a nice tackle there behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And he'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
This time Taylor will throw. This pass out wide to Hall. He'll get it inside the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Vikings 60, trap 60, Dragon 60.
Now it's Taylor. Caught on the slam. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
All right, let's go. Here we go.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Easy.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The Jaguars at 9-4 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that would go right up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Ooh, the juke. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Looking long for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Hey, take right open. Hey, Soko.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42.
13 yards.
Easy.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some room to maneuver. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Facial Tootin, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Taylor to throw. Caught by Wilson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Left thing 19. Go street. Move. Drag him 60. Go.
Now it's Taylor. He'll try and do this himself. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, out comes Austin McNamara to punt for New York. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Called out a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of will.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bajil Turton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Folk. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here's 3rd and 7.
let's go. Hey, Soko, come on.
Lawrence will throw. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He'll try to do it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them. Because they're really outside of field goal range now. Right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit. But must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Panther 11. Let's go.
Taylor will throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Warriors 17. Panther 60. Go.
Taylor. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
11.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 174 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
For the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well.
Hey, let's go. Hot. Here we go.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Hey, live.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Jags are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at their 50. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this out to Tootin.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
This is 2nd and 8.
Red on the red. Done. It's hot.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end and have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Hey, hey, hey. Don, it's at 30 left. Here we go.
Now Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Well,
is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now Taylor. The short throw pulled in by Woods. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 148 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Play action. Now Taylor.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
They'll look to run with Hall. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play.
And this is going to be caught by Smith for a Jet touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Jets take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. This ball caught by Strange. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Now Lawrence changing the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That's complete. He's got Tootin.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
Here's Lawrence. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Go. 11, Agate. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Brian Thomas from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars have retaken a third-quarter lead. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here.
And that is caught for the 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. The Jets on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Hall.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop it right where it all started. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Now he's loose again. Breece Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall.
56 yards.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They go play action with Lawrence. That is caught by Hunter.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And the Jaguars
Partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
That's to the left side, taken in by Hunter. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Lawrence.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Hunter.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Wow, 213 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Hall again.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Gotta be lying. Cougar 19.
On 3rd down.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Lisa 24. Silver.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for Jets.
Now it's Taylor.
This pass out wide to Hall. They'll come out in a four-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 at the 46-yard line.
To throw is Taylor.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Let's go now. 19, stop. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. Buffalo 18.
Now Taylor to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 8.
Got ready.
And the Jets.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
19. Cowboy 80. 19 right. Go.
To throw again is Taylor. Throw left side complete. That's Hall.
Here's 2nd and 7. And now Taylor looking to switch things up a bit.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. 2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. Now Taylor.
The short throw pulled in by Woods. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Taylor.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here's Taylor to throw. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. That's another incomplete to Mitchell. 2nd down, goal to go.
A pickup of 2. Brings up
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Back to the ground with Hall. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Lawrence.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
This is 1st and 10. Duggan will look to throw this.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run. This pass caught. It's Woods.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Hard to believe this guy was watching us from his living room last week. Now he's under center here for an NFL team.
And not many teams were in the market to sign him, but you have to believe that this team felt like we saw something previously in this guy, and now he has a chance to prove it with us.
Looking for Woods again, and he finds him.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Here's 1st and goal.
That's another Jets.
Throwing, Duggan.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Let's go.
It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs.
Touchdown, Jaguars!
Bayshore Tootin.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Jags are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what